Welcome back, and if you've heard something you liked,
keep going.
Buy it.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. We're decaying with the boys, and the internet never ceases to amaze us. Do you need beer gear and you're unsure of where to find it? Well, the team over at First Sip Brew Box has you covered. From shirts to glassware to snacks and even hangover cures, First Sip has it all. A big congrats to First Sip as they make a major signing with Amazon. So you can get your subscription box from Amazon or just check out their store by checking out their website, firstsipbrewbox.com. Just make sure you tell them that the boys sent you. So we are back, and we have the illustrious heavyweight champion, still for me, in my life, Mike Tyson behind us. Because if Mike Tyson's not behind you, you should fear for your life because he's in front of you.
You definitely shouldn't talk shit when you're behind him.
Don't talk shit to the former heavyweight champion of the world. So, Adam, it's wonderful to be back here with you again. Of course, we don't have a guest, but you're always my guest.
It's me and you in our room full of hatred.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are we heels?
We're heels. I've heard we're heels.
We're heels. We make everybody mad.
Yeah, apparently a bunch of people were mad at us.
We're not sorry. We're never going to be sorry.
I didn't do shit.
You did a lot.
I didn't do shit.
You co-signed all that shit when you sat down here.
Shit. Let's get in the round one beers.
It's round one. Adam continues to procure some of the best beers in the burg. Put those things together. Call it round one beers. What we got?
We got a little bit of
Exoplanet.
Matt, tell us about the beer.
So we have some Exoplanet here from Brew Gentlemen. It's a double IPA made with a blend of American hops. We know that Brew Gentlemen is known for their wonderful IPA selections here. So right now, this bad boy from Braddock, PA is clocking it. What is the ABV on this guy? I can never find it on their cans. They like to hide it.
Might not be on there.
Oh,
it's on there. It's 8.5.
8.5. Okay. So, Adam, you go to Brew Gentlemen quite often, don't you?
No, I don't. I haven't been to their tap room in a while, but I procure their cans all over the place. Yeah. Which I got these from a little beer distributor in Robinson. So
nice. Like I said, Brew Gentlemen always seems to have some of the best IPAs. They do a great job here. And if you want to go on Brew Gentlemen, search them out on all social media. It's Brew Gentlemen Brewing. I believe it's Instagram and Twitter. And they have a great tap room in Braddock. They just won some awards, too, recently, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
Yeah.
I think they took home some national medals, I believe.
So tell us a little more about this.
This one it's a creamy double IPA with flavors of apricot and fleshy peach and a clean, dry finish. That's the description they're giving us from the Untapped.
Our Lord and Savior, Untapped. Fuck you, too. Come after us. We talk so much on you, Untapped.
I definitely hate them.
Yeah.
No, I know some people that work for them. They're nice people.
That's really good. Not that you know people from Untapped.
Why are you just heel calling out everybody? You're just
because we're
trying
heels
to get
now.
in a fight.
We're heels now. We're heels.
This is very good. Very nice and resiny for being a double IPA.
I definitely get the apricot. Are you getting that as much as I am?
I get a little bit of apricot. Yeah.
I'm getting like a full punch of it.
I definitely get that clean, dry finish. It's finishing almost crisp.
I'm really liking that. Yeah,
it's
so
very good.
While we sip on these beers, Adam, and you continue to avoid making sure everyone knows you're a heel, how about you tell them about some of the Bash Brew Fest 2022 dates?
You can call me out me to my face. Starting May 14th, best brunch ever. Hop Farm Brewery Warehouse. We're there with the Fuel by Hops gang. Brews and Brews is June 4th at the Ross River Ice Garden in Bell Vernon. Then July 16th, Breweries in PA Homebrew Invitational back at the Hop Farm Brewery Warehouse. Shout out to the Breweries in PA. They kept me up past my bedtime last night. That's why I can't speak today. Had fun with you guys, though. Thank you very much. And Barrel and Flow Fest, August 13th. the Stack at 3 Crossing, and Bring Up a Cure October 8th, the Energy Innovation Center.
Wonderful. And those dates are solid. They're not changing. And as other dates roll in, we will update you guys.
I'll update you.
Yeah.
There's a possible another one in June. There's a possible another one in August. So
Just got to keep your eyes peeled.
Moves. There's one in November that I'm just waiting for
Just waiting for the green light.
the location and the green light.
Yep. And we will talk about that.
We're staying busy all year long almost.
Absolutely. And speaking of staying busy, Adam, you and I and some of our friends got to go to AEW.
We saw some wrestling.
Yeah, we saw AEW Dark Elevation, Dynamite, and the taping of Rampage down at the Peterson Event Center here in Pittsburgh. So this is actually AEW's second return to the Steel City. Their very first Dynamite and very first Rampage actually occurred in the Steel City. So them coming back.
I don't know about the first Dynamite.
Well, the first one away from Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah. Was that?
Yeah.
I know the first Rampage was here.
Yeah, we had the very first one.
Cool.
Yeah.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, so we got to see, like I said, some Dark Elevation. And usually Dark Elevation, if you guys are not as familiar with AEW as we are, Dark is something they put out on YouTube. So you can grab it anytime. You can see past episodes. And once Uncle Tony Khan gets himself a nice streaming service, you'll be able to see all those stacked up as they would be. So real quick, I think we had a couple highlights. My highlight for Dark was QT Marshall taking on Murder Grandpa Suzuki. I thought that was a pretty good. That was the what do you call that? The headliner main event.
The main event?
Yeah. I've been watching a lot of stuff like
The what? The what?
great match between these two strong vets. And they're both kind of in the middle card right now. QT Marshall is a great heel, and Suzuki really taps into that like death match style, like begging for more strikes.
That strong style Japanese suplexes and chops and slaps.
Really dig it.
It was cool. It was cool to see him live. It was cool to see all the mouth breathers sing his song as he came out. Man.
You saw heads lock in to that. How are you not a heel, by the way? You just called out half of the crowd.
Yeah, I flicked off the audience during that part.
You flicked me off?
I flicked you off and the guys behind us.
Yeah. Did a great job.
I'm a heel.
Yeah. We're heels now. This is a heel podcast.
With the beautiful heels.
Yeah, oh, hey! Great tag match. Tag team name.
You're an idiot. I'm going to heel on you, too.
Why?
Idiot. The tag, the match.
You're
Get
mean.
out of here. Dullard.
Fucker. So we moved on to Dynamite, and the show kicked off with Dustin Rhodes taking on CM Punk, and I thought it was going to be kind of like a warm-up match, like a 7-minute to 10-minute match. They went like over 20 minutes in this one, and you really got to see Dustin Rhodes, great veteran, admittedly my favorite wrestler. I loved him when he was Goldust. I loved him when he talked shit on WCW when they made him 7. I love it. I love him now, his new iteration. He's my favorite wrestler. Pretty much hands down.
Yeah, I think it was my favorite match of the card, of the Dynamite card especially. Yeah, and me and you, the crowd was kind of split 50-50.
They really
almost. So me and you were arguing back and forth in our section.
Yeah.
And yeah, your guy lost. He sucks.
He doesn't suck. It was a great match.
Sucks. Yeah, he's great at doing the job.
Are you calling Dustin Rhodes a jobber?
Yeah.
You're calling Dustin
the
Rhodes
natural jobber, Dustin Rhodes.
He put on a great match for CM Punk, who's elevating towards the title scene.
Yeah.
That's not jobbing. That's putting on the show.
The jobber of a son of a plumber.
Get out of here with that nonsense bullshit. This is a great match. Dustin Rhodes is a professional. He's not going to vie for a title. He's 52 years old. He's not going to vie for a title.
Tell Hulk Hogan that.
Yeah, well, Hulk Hogan was
sure
everyone's dreamboat. That's the only reason he ever got pushed. And then when he was in NWO, he got carried by the Outsiders. Dustin Rhodes does it on his own. You're a dick.
Whatever.
Wardlow returned to Dynamite. The War Dog showed up at Pittsburgh, the Peterson Event Center. He got handcuffed, and then he was forced to walk out to the match without any of his music, which I love his music. So I kind of suck on
I hate his music, so I'm fine with that. I'm not trying to be a contrarian on all these things, but I don't like his music. It sounds like a bad Disturbed song.
You think?
Yeah.
I just thought it was like a cool, like, driving song, kind of like encapsulates what he is. Nah, I don't hear any of that.
I get it. I get some vibes. We'll listen to it after the
Maybe
show.
a touch. It's like my 5-finger death punch or anything, you know?
No, it's not that bad.
So he got to wrestle friend of the podcast, Andy Williams, also known as the Butcher, where
Not a jobber.
not a jobber.
Maybe
But
Dustin
he-
can do the job to Wardlow next week.
So anyway, Butcher got hung up in the suplex or the Powerbomb Symphony, which was amazing because the Butcher's just as big as Wardlow. So it was actually kind of cool to see Wardlow put on that amount of strength to four power bombs.
I believe it was 4.
Four with MGF and the shirtless wonder Sean Spears up in the box there talking shit. It was kind of cool to flick him off.
That was fun.
That was fun.
That was fun.
Then we moved on to Rampage, where Rampage was.
Can we go back though?
Yeah.
Since you're adamant that Dustin Rhodes isn't a jobber,
Yeah.
I want to make a deal. The next time Dustin wins a match on Dynamite,
Yeah.
I'll drink a Smirnoff on the podcast for round 1.
The next time he wins on
On Dynamite.
Yep.
Okay. Not Dark. Dark doesn't count.
Well, that kind of sucks though because he doesn't feud.
Well, yeah, because the jobbers don't
He's
feud.
not a jobber.
Jobbers don't
He's
feud.
52 and
You
he's
said
the
it.
lead coach.
You said it, I didn't.
Oh my god. So moving on to Rampage, this was a good card. The problem that I had with this one, the stinker of a match that shouldn't have been a stinker, was Jade Cargill taking on
it was
Superior.
It was supposed to be a stinker. It just shouldn't have been the main event.
It was it just wasn't that great, man.
It was two very green
Mm-hmm.
ladies in there, and they had every right to be on the card, but I wouldn't have
Yeah.
ended the show with that. It was rough.
Their chemistry was
They're
off.
just both too new.
Yeah, they couldn't seem to sync up and do what they needed to do to get that match to evolve. It got very stale about 5 minutes in. It started to get stale,
Mm-hmm.
and they couldn't find a way to pop the crowd to bring it back, which was tough. I think.
Until they botched. And then they
And then the crowd was like, "Yeah!" I thought the main event of this should have been the Daniel Garcia Eddie Kingston match because that
that
was
match was awesome.
incredible. Eddie Kingston is, you forget that he's been in the game for like 30 years, man, and he's been doing this for a really long time. He has a great skill set. He's always been written off as a jobber because it's what he did, not like Dustin Rhodes.
He made people famous.
Yeah.
That's what he called it.
Yeah. Well, yeah. But watching Eddie Kingston wrestle a much younger, much quicker Daniel Garcia, I thought it was a great match because you got to see all the prowess that Eddie Kingston brought to the ring and the way that Daniel Garcia can sell. I thought it was a great match. Those chops that they were delivering on each other actually made me cringe in my seat. Anytime they made contact with a slap, I actually curled up in my seat a little bit because you could hear it like it was right
loud.
next to you.
It was loud.
Yeah, it was a great match. No, I can't wait to see actually now Eddie Kingston versus Jericho again because I kind of think that's going to be.
I thought it was going to be crap the first time, and it was actually really enjoyable. So I'll watch it again.
And now he decimated Daniel Garcia, so now Jericho has another reason to kind of come out and be a little more fierce than he usually is.
Kingston's clan needs like 2 more people though.
He does.
And I don't know who
It'd be
they can
kind of
grab.
It'd be kind of cool if he got like Swerve Scott and
Keith.
and Keith. That'd be kind of because they're like two, guys that kind of got left by the wayside as well. So kind of team up with Kingston on that.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
Anybody with the Hardys.
Yeah, well, the Hardys seem to be on a collision course with
Done watching that.
it's the Sting and Darby Allin team.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna have like a friendly
Rivalry.
which are so boring.
Fun fact, and it did make air. I watched it back to see if it did.
Yeah.
Matt and Jeff Hardy were doing the delete thing at the end of the show.
Oh yeah.
I think Jeff threw his arm out of the socket.
Yeah. Because he started putting it up on.
Yeah. He was like, "Oh no!"
Oh, I can't believe I did that.
He can jump off of a 15-foot ledge, but can't throw that arm out there that quick, man.
He's so you forget also he's very old.
He's not very old,
but with the miles.
He's had a long
yeah.
career.
Good Lord. You know,
And his dog, his poor dog, Matt.
you killed my dog.
Matt killed his dog.
We had a story. We did this with the storyline back then. If you don't know this, when Matt and Jeff feuded in WWE, Matt burnt down Jeff's house. They played his house actually burnt down
With his dog inside.
Yeah, but they made it kayfabe.
Yeah, they made it a whole storyline out of a real life tragedy because that's what Vince does.
He does it really shitty. So no, it's not.
Got a dead parent? We're gonna write it into a storyline. Got a dead
Absolutely.
dog? We're writing it in.
We're
I'm a
also
huge piece of shit.
going to be written in, Adam.
Yeah, we are getting written in. Well,
to piped in.
Yeah.
I would say we are going to be in the new AEW video game.
well, you.
Yeah, no, us.
I was in the bathroom and getting a
Were
beer when
you?
they were doing it.
Oh no!
I missed it.
I thought you were next to me.
No, I was gone.
Oh, I'm sorry. So if you've been following us on social media, you would see, and also too at DWTB on social media, at @bash_Bruno on social media, you would see that I've been kind of throwing out teasers there that we're going to be in the AEW video game, and people have actually been like throwing me messages like, "What's that mean? Are you guys getting like mocapped? Like we're not that cool." All right, you're talking about like you're going above and beyond. That would be awesome. You should realize by now that we don't have it like that, but it was pretty cool. So during the tapings for AEW, the Dapper Yapper, Justin Roberts, came out and he asked certain sections of the arena to do certain chants, and there were the microphones right above our section, which you would have noticed if you weren't running around getting beer.
Well, if they have the concourse mic, they might pick me up saying Double Crown and Cola.
Yeah.
Like, they might have caught me.
It's like FTR.
Double Crown and Cola.
So
Extra ice.
what they did was they actually had our section do, we chanted out FTR, CM Punk, Dynamite, Tony Khan, and a couple other things. So now, whenever you buy the game, you can actually hear, my voice at some point.
Saying Tony Khan.
Saying Tony Khan.
You say that when you sleep, too, I've heard.
I do. Yeah. If you say it enough times, he shows up. I've
5 times in the mirror, and he just appears behind you with a bag of cocaine.
You want some more? A huge announcement for you. You see, he trolled himself when he was doing that. By the way, when he made the big announcement, he looked at the hard cam and like made that face,
Like Vince McMahon when Austin Theory's music played.
Yeah, exactly that. So we are going to get some combat sports news here. So from Buckle to Bell to Bellator and back, the boys bringing the best combat sports news in the biz. We did have Mike Tyson behind us, but you should know he is not to be messed with. So Iron Mike Tyson, the baddest man on the planet, the man who placed the fear into the hearts of mere mortals, he was just trying to catch a flight, commercial flight, to, what was it? I don't even know where his destination was going to be, but he was supposed to just catch a flight and go where he needed to go. And there was a fan.
I imagine, based on the fan, they were probably going to Florida.
You know what? Not a bad guess. I'll have to find
Florida
out.
or Jersey.
Well, that bullshit came over the top seat and was talking a lot of crap to Iron Mike Tyson. And I give Mike Tyson a lot of credit because he really held off on standing up and saying anything. But you could tell, like in the TMZ video, he was saying to the guy, like, "Leave me alone. Don't say that. Leave me alone. Leave me alone." And it looked like the guy had other people around him who were filming and kind of egging him on. So, of course, once you poke a bear too many times, you kind of get what you deserve. And the part of the video that people can't really find right now, I found it, is Mike Tyson beating the brakes off that dude. But I give Mike Tyson a lot of credit because he held back on some of those punches. And a lot of people can find the aftermath now, that guy being all sad face.
Yeah, that just made me want him to get beat up more.
Yeah. He just had a couple lacerations on the right side of his head. I mean, you basically got beat up by Mike Tyson and you walked out conscious. Like, you should be.
Consider yourself lucky.
Yeah. So other pro fighters have weighed in on this matter. So Josh Barnett tweeted, this is the saddest thing about the whole incident by far. The uber legalistic society creates people that do any and everything within the law to harass and attack, knowing they haven't broken, quote unquote, the law, and your only recourse is more law and legalese when they should be smacked. Nick Lenz came out and said, "This fucking asshole relentlessly verbally attacks Mike Tyson on an airplane and catches an ass whooping. That's how it should be. Screw that guy. Lucky he only got smacked a few times." And lastly, the one that I liked here, Jessica I, said, "You can't antagonize person, especially a fighter, and then get mad when you get a reaction."
Yeah.
I'm with that.
I wouldn't antagonize any of those people that gave a statement either.
No. And I'll say this, violence
jack
has
you up.
They will. Every single person there would take your eyes out. I mean, it's skilled fighters have a line in their brain that gets crossed and they turn it on. And when they turn it on,
It's on.
it's on. Yeah. The only thing that stops them sometimes is Herb Dean, unless he's not doing his job again. But for the most part.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't even like go out and like talk shit behind their back at a bar or something.
No. And violence does
people might find out
and tell them,
and then tell them,
and they come for you.
Yeah. Then they're coming for you.
Yep. So violence has a place in the world, of course. Its application will always be debatable, but one thing is not debatable: if you act like an asshole, don't get mad when the consequences come knocking at your door. It's a good rule of thumb to live by, I think. Especially when that person is Mike fucking Tyson. Speaking of assholes, Jake Paul's back in the news here. He has decided that he wants to fight a legitimate boxer here. He really is. The one-eyed MMA legend, UFC Hall of Famer, Michael Bisping, the man who lost an eye to fighting. Because
can Jake Paul punch any further down?
That's what I'm saying. He's fighting a guy. He's trying to fight a guy who's been trying to get a fight license for 3 years.
Can't, because he's got one eye.
He's got one eye. So he can pass all the physical stuff. Like,
right.
He can do all that. But as soon as it comes to the sight test, no offense, you can't fucking pass it because you got one eye, bro.
Yeah.
And I love Michael Bisping, and maybe I'm speaking for you too. Bisping's a good dude. He talks shit the way we like. He fights the way we like.
Right.
Really dig that guy. So who came to the rescue, though, to give Michael Bisping a fighter's license?
Oh, no.
Canada.
Oh, no.
Canada swooped in and saw this match and knew that they needed tourist revenue.
Yeah, COVID's been hard on Canada.
It really has been. So he was able to secure a fight license with, and I'm going to fuck this name up, Tusatina Combative Commission.
I'm not even looking at it because I can't say it.
There's a lot of apostrophes and a lot of vowels that don't make sense in their placement. So I apologize. But I would say Tusatina Combative Commission in Calgary, Alberta. And he also, and then also Bisping accepted the fight with Jake Paul. Unfortunately, Jake Paul's already coming out as a heavy favorite in early lines for a boxing matchup against the Count.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, because he's half his age and he has both his eyes.
I mean, it's a step down from
Tyron Woodley.
Yeah.
It really is. Yeah.
It's a weird trajectory there. Other than Bisping being a better shit talker, like
Yeah. I would say that's
weird.
probably the best thing that Bisping's gonna be able to do is he's gonna be able to talk the most
weak.
shit.
It's like weak Triller shit.
Well, I would eventually. Fury's waiting in the wings, and he's been kind of creeping around saying like, you know where to find me, send me a contract, this and that. And I hope that happens because that'd be really cool.
Like the Fury or the brother?
The brother,
Oh.
yeah, Tommy.
Yeah, that's not going to result in big buys. That's the problem there.
I don't know. All the people that hate Jake Paul will be like, he's fighting a legitimate boxer, so maybe that sells tickets. I don't know. So we were at AEW Dynamite, and Tony Khan did come out and make a big announcement. So the president and Booker, Mr. Khan, he teased a big announcement for AEW Dynamite for 2 weeks, I believe it was, and he just kept saying, big announcement. This one delivered.
This is pretty cool. It was definitely spoiled way ahead of time. But
it certainly was, yeah. So a Super Show crossover extravaganza is going to take place on June 26th at the United Center in Chicago when AEW and New Japan Pro Wrestling lock horns. Adam Cole and King Switch, Jay White, came out to interrupt all of the pomp and circumstance that Tony Khan, the president of New Japan Pro Wrestling, had. And they said that show is going to be all about the Super Elite and the Bullet Club, which I can't wait for. That's going to be incredible to see that happen. And there's going to be so many dream matchups. I can't wait to see what they pull out because there have been tastes here and there, like John Moxley, Archer, some other. They've gone over to wrestle in some of the strong showcasings, and then they've lent some talent to us over here in the States as well. So I'm pretty excited to see what they come up with here for this card.
Is that a Saturday by chance?
I believe it is a Saturday.
The only problem is it's the same week as HomebrewCon here in Pittsburgh, so I'm going to be Cloud9 that day.
Take your liver pills.
Yes. Because I ain't stopping after the con anymore.
Nope.
Yeah, and we got a cool bonus match for Dynamite that we saw with Adam Cole versus Ishii, and that was a
sick.
surprise.
Yeah,
and that was awesome.
I was really happy with that match too because it was such a showcase of American wrestling versus Japanese wrestling. lots of strong style mixed in with the over the top charisma and talent. Because like Japan wrestlers tend to lean towards strong style, staying humble.
Yeah, it's very serious. It's almost like shoot wrestling.
Yes, as close as you can get.
In some instances with some of the wrestlers. Yeah, and then America wrestling is all big and about the show and the spectacle and everything. So
Absolutely.
to see those two styles collide with two guys that do it very, very well was really cool.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, especially after you had to watch Dustin job at the beginning of the night.
Dustin didn't job. He put on a great match with another Hall of Famer. Mm-hmm. 2 Hall of Famers putting on a great match. That's not jobbing. Someone has to go over. No one. You. Oh my God.
So we got something about Sterling here.
Aljamain Sterling asked.
Listening to your stupid opinions.
Aljamain Sterling asked Whitaker and Tuivasa to apologize after those two trash talkers talked all kinds of shit leading up to Sterling's title defense, and then later on unification of the was it Bantam?
What the fuck? Yeah. Sorry, I'm
what?
I just don't get how you're going to demand an apology from somebody talking shit.
Well, why wouldn't you? These two guys,
who gives a fuck?
Whitaker and Tuivasa were talking all kinds. It was shit talking to the point where they were like, the only reason why Sterling got the belt was because of DQs. They were talking shit about the DQ.
That's true.
Yeah.
At that time, it was
true. At the time.
And you proved them wrong. Just take it. You proved them wrong.
But then he asked for an apology, and Whitaker responded in tweeting, well, isn't there egg on my face? Congrats, mate. I recently had a perspective change. The funny thing about here is that Sterling made an apology form for anybody who wants to come see him fight next. And we actually have it here for you, Adam, in the notes, if you want to check that out. It's reasons for your behavior as to why you said Aljamain Sterling couldn't win. The media convinced me he was done. I only looked at advanced analytics. I was jealous of Aljamain Sterling. I didn't watch the actual fights. I don't know MMA, and Mercury was in retrograde. He had fun with this. I like this. This is funny on his part.
Go for it, Sterling.
Yeah, he deserves it. I think
he deserves some respect.
Yeah, he came out and did his thing.
Don't go demanding it from the friggin' heavyweights.
Yeah, that's kind of you're barking up a tree. I don't think you can climb, man.
Stay in your lane.
So speaking
barking up at the middleweight and the heavyweight,
or punch down and pick a one-eyed man like Jake Paul.
Yeah. Why don't you just go pick on Michael Bisping like everybody else?
So, Adam, UFC 274 is right around the corner on May 7th, where the UFC will take over the Footprint Center in Phoenix, Arizona, for an absolutely stacked card, headlined by 2 championship matches. So I think right now what we should do is kind of preview the card and make some predictions.
Let's do it.
Okay. So we're going to start We're going to start off at lightweight here with the Cowboy, Donald Cerrone, taking on Joe Lozon. Lozon?
I was just waiting for you to get through it.
Are you okay with me today?
Yeah, it's just like your dullard face and your dullard mouth.
Is it something going on right now?
No, I'm good. I'm good.
Are you sure?
I'm a little agitated by
what?
People, not you, other people.
Don't bring that agitation to this dojo.
It's not you. It's not you. It's not you.
Well, you're surely focusing on me.
It's not you.
Do you want to go to therapy?
Joe Lozon. Good. What's your pick?
You pick first.
Well, I'm picking this one with my heart. Joe Lozon is a great mat expert, ground game expert, jiu-jitsu expert. But I got to pick Donald Cerrone because I just like Donald Cerrone. And if he can keep it standing and hurt him, I mean, he's got a chance. He's getting up there in fights. He's getting up there in age, but he can throw a hard kick and a hard punch. So, and he's no slouch on the ground either. Like I did say all that about Joe, but Donald can hold his own on the ground too.
Not as much as Joe though.
No, I mean, but he can. He's not done for if it goes to the ground. He can defend.
He can work his way. I don't think he's going to be throwing any submissions on the ground.
I don't think so either.
But I agree with you. If the Cowboy can keep it standing up and get some stiff punches and control the cage, kind of work it towards, try to work it toward the links of the fence, keep Joe on that. And I think if he can control that part of the fight, that he could win. I think as soon as there's a challenge for the middle of the octagon and he has to try to fight his way out from the middle, that he's not going to have a good time there. That's where he's going to really falter. If he has to go to the ground, I don't think he has the gas tank to keep up.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're moving into light heavyweight. This is going to be a great match here. Mauricio Hua taking on OSP, Ovens St. Brew.
Good. You're first this time.
OSP all day. I think right now you're seeing Hua come back from a bunch of injuries. He does have a great stand-up. His front kick is devastating, but I think OSP has the speed to get around those strikes and can get to the inside and go for the takedown and work his magic with his jiu-jitsu.
Ditto. Yeah, I got to take it. OSP. Rue is just, he's just too many miles on that old beater car. You know?
It's tough. It's tough.
Not that he's, wow, I thought it was really mean of me to say about him. Just too many miles on that career. He's not an old beater car.
Well, he's been fighting a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, there's no doubt about that. He's been in the game for a really long time. But
I mean, that transmission's going to start, knocking a little bit.
I mean, I actually had a gearbox on my car completely explode, and I kind of think that's what's going to happen with Hua. Listen, my Equinox and Mauricio
He's just going to make a loud fart and fall to the ground.
Just say, oh! Just go down. Oh, God. So moving into lightweight here, we have Michael Chandler taking on Tony Ferguson. This would be a really cool match. Yeah.
It's the exact noise I made last time I ate Insurrection wings.
Yeah.
I got the way too hot for my level. I was just like, everybody's like, you're crying a lot. Like, people were looking at you, and I'm like, it's not tears. It just hurts.
It's making the hurt more.
They're delicious, though.
Dude, Insurrection wings. So there are people that I know that are visiting Pittsburgh for the first time ever. They're like, where do I go for beer and whatnot? And I was like talking about beer, and this one guy was like, I want wings. I was like, Insurrection.
Have you ever been to Sidelines in Millville? I heard their wings are good too.
No.
I got to get out there and try them.
Mm-mm. The only thing I've been close to sounding like that was a place called, it used to be called Sideline, but it's also called Pre-Games down the south side, and they're the only bar that sells you the boot of beer.
Ah, nice.
Yeah. And I used to play beer pong with all the guys from 9th or 7th the fan down there. They'd ask me all the time, do you know who I am? And just to fuck with them, I'm like, I have no idea who you are. Nope.
I was on the south side for the first time in 7 years.
It makes you feel old.
I was down there after midnight on a Thursday.
Wow.
Yeah.
You feel old real quick.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
So moving into lightweight here, we have Michael Chandler taking on Tony Ferguson in what's going to be a complete slugfest. Who are you taking?
This is a weird one, but I just think Tony's been gone for a while. And every time I pick against Chandler, he wins.
Yep.
So I'm going to pick Michael Chandler. I think he's just I think he lost his last fight, I believe. But before that, he was on a tear.
Yeah.
He's
really
like one of the
was.
best fighters that came from Bellator
into
UFC and like climbed the ranks real quick.
The skill set translated really well.
So I'm gonna stick with him. I think Tony might have hit his peak.
I'm going to pick Tony in this one because I think
I could go either way.
Yeah.
I'm just
my thing is I think the skill sets are very similar in this, but I think that what's going to be the edge for Tony is when he has something he has to prove, he goes over the top. And I think he's going to really stop trying to eat shots.
just remember Justin Gaethje made him look like a Walking Dead extra.
He really
in that
did.
last fight.
Yeah, and but Justin Gaethje
It was rough to watch.
That was tough to watch, yeah. But I think Tony Ferguson learned his lesson from that one though too, because I mean, he thought his chin could stand up to those punches, and Gaethje reminded him very quickly that there's people punching harder than he thinks.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, well, he lost that fight, and then he lost the two after that too. So he's on a 3-fight down.
And that's why I think he has something to prove in this one. So I'm gonna let you know what.
So yeah, I think it's Chandler. So there's where we differ. That's good.
So I'm gonna let you go ahead. The women's strawweight match. I'm gonna let you go ahead and introduce this one because
I don't need to. There's some lady fighting Thug Rose Namajunas, and Thug Rose is gonna win. And that was very disingenuous. It is Carla Esparza, which I'm a big fan of her too.
I am too.
I just said to some lady because she's against my favorite MMA fighter.
That's why I wanted
still
to give you the
active.
carpet.
Yeah. So Thug Rose is taking it probably by left hook.
You think it's going to be striking?
Yep. I think she's going to knock her out.
I think it is going to be Thug Rose, and I think she's going to take it via submission.
I don't know. Esparza's pretty good on the ground.
And that's why I think it's going to go to a
I
submission.
think it's just going to be a surprise. I mean, she knocked out the strikers.
Exactly.
So.
And I think because Carla Esparza is going to try to take this to the ground as quickly as she possibly can, because you got to try to mute out Thug Rose's striking. And if you have been paying attention to Rose's camp, she is really working on ground striking. So I think she's going to use that newfound skill set to work her way into a submission. It's going to be something very plain Jane, like a rear naked choke, an arm bar, like a
guillotine, maybe.
Yeah. It's not going to be something like over the top.
Go-go plata?
No go-go platas. No rubber guard. No omoplatas. None of that. It's just going to be something plain Jane, peanut butter and jelly.
I can see that.
She's gonna get that victory.
She's going to win, though. And then she better give a really good post-fight speech, because I like to put those on a loop while I'm at the gym.
Yeah. You get like motivated. Especially when she was like, nobody believed in me. Fuck you. I loved it. Well, let me ask you this though too. Whenever she's done with this one, who would she even get next? Who else is in line right now?
I don't know who else is even out there.
Because I know Carla was doing a great job of bringing herself up here. So actually,
that took a while. She was fighting.
And Sparza, if she can win this one, you could run this thing back for
Sparza had to string together like 4 or 5 wins to get where she's at.
And that's without Thug Rose talking shit about stringing together fights.
Right.
Yeah. So the main event of the entire night is a lightweight championship match between the incoming champion Charles Oliveira going against Justin Gaethje.
Justin Gaethje beat both Michael Chandler and Tony Ferguson.
You're doing a good job when you beat people down the card, that you beat them so bad that they take.
You beat both of these men, and now they have to fight each other.
Yeah.
I'm giving it to Charles Oliveira. I just don't see him being stopped. I see him maybe becoming one of the best champions UFC's ever had, like Anderson Silva, George St. Pierre level champ. And I don't think Gaethje's fight IQ is high enough to beat him.
I can agree with that. I think that the incoming champion has a better all-around fight game, and his striking is something that I don't think that Gaethje is ready for.
Right. Everybody worries about him on the ground because he's a prodigy on the ground. But his striking isn't anything to blink at. And Gaethje's just like, I'll swing hard, I'll take you down. Like, he's very like by the numbers, and I think Oliveira is more like of a fluid fighter and like can think on his feet. I
can agree with that too, because I think at this point we've lovingly said this. We like Justin Gaethje as well, but we lovingly called him UFC's Homer Simpson. Yeah. He like runs forward, gets tagged, and then gets inside and tries to work his way from there. He has very heavy hands, but
it's a very Korean zombie type game plan, but without the cool nickname.
Absolutely. Yeah. We just call you Homer Simpson, not the Korean zombie. So, Adam, we are going to move into a bit of a break here for some ads.
So, I love our sponsors.
I do too, because they support us. And when you support them, you support us. And when you support us, it brings some pretty cool stuff. And just a quick little preview for all this. We got Tattoo Balm. We got Live Stream for a Cure. We got friends from across the pond that are giving us some podcast ideas. Maybe something else too to surprise you, or maybe not. It might be a huge announcement, or I could just be asking you to see us on the other side.
Beautiful heels.
Welcome back to the Jojitorium. You know who it is. It's Adam. It's Matt. And as you can see, we are all tatted up. So, Adam, I have to ask you, buddy, what's the number one rule about having tattoos?
Aftercare, Matt.
That's right, Aftercare. And what's the number one company for Aftercare?
I only use Lucky 13s.
I only use Lucky 13s as well. So, and all of our fans can too. So if you go to lucky13s.com and use our promo code MATA193529, you can save 25% on your entire order, because
from the first line of your tattoo and beyond, Lucky 13s keeps you looking fresh.
Adam and I are so happy that we are going to participate in the live stream for The Cure. Scheduled to start on May 19th at 9 a.m. and running until May 21st at 12 a.m. Literally hundreds of podcasters and content creators are coming together for one of the largest podathons in the world. We are scheduled to take over this stream on May 20th from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m., where we're going to attempt to make as much money as we possibly can for a worthy cause and hopefully hit the grand total of $20,000. And right now, if we hit $20,000, we have an organization that's going to match every single dollar we raise. So help us kick cancer in the dick by tuning in for this entire thing, or just hang out with us and donate all your money. Bleed your savings out. Help us kill cancer. because we only get to make a difference if you guys support this stream, and you've supported us enough. So just send it towards cancer research, because 88 cents on every dollar goes directly to that service. This isn't a pink shame thing. This is a legit research society that's going to take all that money and put it to good use. So thank you.
Fuck cancer.
Welcome back. Hopefully you heard something that you like. Because again, when you support our sponsors and you support us, and when you support us, we're bringing some pretty cool stuff. And we have some really intriguing guests coming up here in the next couple weeks. So keep supporting us so we can bring those people on. Adam, we are in round 2. You continue to procure some of the best beers in the burg. Put those things together. Round 2 beers, what we got?
We got the Nova Goza from Allegheny City Brewing.
I money shot at myself again.
There you go. All on your cheek.
I got Goza in the face.
Taste it. So this is a Goza ale brewed with coriander and sea salt in the boil, and then it's got thrown into the secondary for some more fermentation on some orange zest.
Ooh, I can smell it as I'm pouring it
so
out.
It should kind of be like a really good salty sour Blue Moon with the coriander and the orange zest.
Oh, you know, Daddy
I'm not
likes
sure how much weed is in it.
No, not a lot at all. But you know, Papa likes coriander. There's just enough in there.
And I know you like Gozas. So.
I do like Goza a lot. There's just enough coriander at the back end of that bad boy. Yeah. Get it!
That's a bit of a laser beam. That's got some tartness up front.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Rolls off, though.
And the coriander comes in. That's nice. That's really nice.
I was ready to say, man, good.
Quite good. They also had a plum version.
Ooh.
Which I didn't get, but
Plums are scary.
Maybe soon. Yeah. Well, I can trust that they would do plum.
Yeah.
Okay, but I like plum in dark beers. I don't know how I'd feel about it. But now after tasting how tart this is, I think it'd be really good.
Have you had the Sugar Plum Fairy from, I think it's Railworks? Is it Rail Yard?
Rail Yard's a bar. Rusty Rail?
Rusty. Thank you so much, Rusty Rail.
Yes, I've had it.
Oh, that's really good. Like talking about the play on dark beer and plum, I think they do it really well. But
Talk about your dullard mouth not getting a brewery out again.
fuck! I'm not your enemy.
Everybody's my enemy. I'm a heel.
We are heels. Fuck you.
This microphone's my enemy today.
So while we sip on this delicious Goza from Allegheny City, we need to get into the reason why we're heels. Okay? We've had some blowback.
I've had some blowback.
Just a touch. More me than you.
Yeah, I've been hearing about it.
But you co-sign my bullshit.
No, not on this. Not on some.
You
not all
co-sign
of
my
it.
bullshit.
Not all of it.
Okay.
Not all of it.
I get it. Some of you like Cadbury eggs.
I do. So that's why I'm not co-signing your shit. I'm a big fan of them.
I'm not.
Well, yeah.
I think they're bad for you, and they're also
definitely
bad
for
tasting.
you. They're bad for you and bad for your teeth, but they
Bad
taste
tasting.
delicious.
Okay. To make you guys stop freaking the fuck out, I went online and I did a little bit of research on Cadbury eggs.
Cool.
I came up with some pretty cool facts about them that made me kind of turn the corner on them a little bit. But there are some things in here that make me realize this thing should have been made in Florida, because it's just diabetes. It's just half these ideas are just for people to get type 2 diabetes right now. Okay?
Yeah.
All right. So first and foremost, the reason why it's called a cream egg, and CREME and not CREAM, is because the product cannot contain dairy due to shipping and whatnot, of course.
Yeah, because I believe it comes from across the pond.
It does.
Yeah.
It's made in the UK.
You're a big fan of the UK.
I am.
You shouldn't crap on their Easter candy.
I'm a shit on it hard, because they have way better candy than this. This cream egg is actually melted fondant and sugar, which gives it a creamy texture, but not the dairy restrictions of traditional cream. CREAM.
How creative and delicious.
It was a smart idea, because they actually didn't start putting this cream in it until the 1950s. The original one actually had dairy cream in it. You had to buy it in a very specific time to get them and eat them. They changed it because they wanted more fat Americans to fucking eat it all the time. They make fucking 50 million eggs every Easter season from one place. And there are 25 different kinds of them. but it comes from one place.
I think I've only had like 3 different kinds.
Well, you are 22 short, sir.
Yeah, I've had the caramel one, which isn't as good, but it's good.
Yeah.
And I don't even remember what the other one I've had is.
I've had the original one. I've had the caramel one, and there was a cookies and cream one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had that one.
Yeah.
I think I had one with like Kool-Aid in it. I'm just making that.
With the
The
way
Brits aren't fucking with Kool-Aid.
No, they don't fuck with Kool-Aid. They don't like it. It's funny. They make this thing, but they don't really mess with sugar too much. You know what I mean?
And they don't season their food.
Hey, I have a guy who would be really upset with you. Sorry, Dan and Lou.
Stereotypically, the majority of them don't season their food well.
Stereotypically.
I'm not saying all of them, but the majority of them
Okay.
don't know how to cook.
We're going heel.
I get it. If you know somebody that's a chef, they can probably cook. There is good UK cuisine.
Oh, there's tons. Dude, the UK Indian infusion is amazing. Oh, my God.
I went to a public house in D.C. all the time. There's like traditional English and Irish fare, and it was some good stuff there. Yeah. Some real good stuff.
So these Cadbury eggs, you can go full American with them and make brownies out of them.
I'd try that.
Yeah, so you just make a regular ass brownie and you half the Cadbury egg and you put it in the middle of the brownie.
Oh, that seems lazy. I want to just mix that sugary cream in.
That'd be good. That'd be good. I don't know.
Throw it in like a blondie, maybe even.
Oh, that'd be really good. Yeah. People are taking shots out of these things, so you can remove the cream and fill the chocolate shells with bourbon.
There's nothing I want less than after eating a thumbful of that cream than a shot of bourbon.
Yeah.
Talk about a clash of... Your tongue would just explode.
Yeah, it would. In your mouth. And it should, because you're fucking eating these things.
It'll just be like, what are you doing to me? And all your taste buds will die.
they actually just march off your tongue and carry
If I'm going sweet, I'm sticking that side. If I'm going... I go bourbon when I'm going like savory or just like...
Yeah. Well, some people are actually taking the cream.
If I need some extra sleep.
Yeah. If I want to go to night town real quick. They do mix up the cream with their favorite liqueur, and that'll be their post-dinner dessert shots that they kind of look good. I mean...
I don't know about that either.
Yeah.
I don't really want to mix it with booze. Let's not.
Okay. Well, how about
let's not do that, folks.
you want to go full Florida and then just deep fry them? Like beignets?
I'd try it. I'd take a nibble on that.
They look delicious, but everything looks good when it's fried. And lastly, because we are stat junkies, we like numbers and stuff here in the Jojitorium. Just that there are 3 ways people eat these things, and they were actually broken down in a survey that was conducted in 2018, where 53% of people will bite the top off to then like drink the cream. 20% will bite straight through the egg to get chocolate and the cream, and then 6% are psychopaths and actually use their finger to like scoop out the cream.
You want to guess where I fall?
You fall in the 6%.
I totally do. That's like my favorite thing to do with them.
Low resting heart rate, black coffee, and you scoop out the the cream from Cadbury eggs. You're a psychopath.
Maybe.
Not maybe. You are.
Maybe.
So, Adam, because
I didn't even know there was another way to eat them.
Well, apparently there's 3.
Makes sense. You could just like
I just put the whole thing in my
detach
mouth.
your jaw like a boa, and
That's what I do.
Yeah, I can't.
I gag them. I gag those eggs real quick.
Yeah, so they're not too bad. Cadbury eggs.
They're versatile. They're more versatile than I thought they were.
Yeah, not the worst thing out of the UK.
No.
Some people enjoy Earl Grey tea. Man.
Listen, I'd rather take...
Try some coffee.
I'd rather eat 2 Cadbury cream eggs than drink any kind of Earl Grey tea anytime soon. Anyway, moving on to our showdown.
I'd rather drink Stella.
We're going full heel. Full heel. Full heel.
We saw, in full disclosure, walking back to the cars from the AEW event we were at. Yeah. There was a homeless man peeing on a Stella bottle that was empty laying on its side, and I was like, yeah, that's where that belongs.
Yeah. My idea was, he's filling it back up with Stella. So, Adam, we're going to do a quick showdown here where we're going to take what I found to be the best Easter candies as ranked by the internet, and they're going to go against our top choices. Because if you flash back to around the Halloween season, we did our top non-chocolate candies and our top chocolate candies, and then I kind of like mix and matched them a little bit to get a formidable fivesome to try to take out the top 5 Easter candies as described by the internet. Because we did talk shit on Easter candy last time, and we said there's no good Easter candy. And apparently you have a boner for Cadbury cream eggs.
Which again, I didn't agree with. There's a couple things.
Yeah, you agreed with it. You agreed with it.
Peeps suck. I agreed with that.
Yeah, well, guess what?
And we talked about something else that sucked, I thought.
Oh, I made fun of you for liking Whopper eggs.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Those are good.
So, Adam, what we're going to do here is we're going to do just, it's a 5-on-5. We're going to do 5v5, 4v4, so on and so forth. And we're going to see what the final 5 are. Because right now you can get all the Easter candy on heavy discount. And all the candies that we like are always available because, you know, we're classy like that.
So actually, going back to the cream eggs, I got not discounted, but it's after Easter. Saris makes a buttercream egg.
It's really good.
It was really good.
It's really good.
That was better than the Cadbury one. Just because the filling was way better.
Well, I think, too, as a time-sensitive egg, too, you got to eat that thing pretty quickly. Yeah.
Oh, that thing was good.
So, Adam, we're going to start down at number 5 here, and we're going to have to see the Kit Kat take on the Sweet Tart Chicks. So, Sweet Tarts, instead of being in the normal form, are now formed into Chicks.
Oh, okay. I have had those before.
I do like a good Sweet Tart. I am a gummy, fruity candy kind of guy.
It's like a better version of a Spree.
No, Sprees are on their own. That's why
I don't see them on the list.
I didn't put them in there because I didn't want them to dominate the list.
Okay.
That's not fair.
Okay. Well, my vote's for Kit Kat out of these two. I love a good Kit Kat.
There's a strong argument for the Sweet Tart Chicks.
What, because they're a different shape?
No, because Sweet Tarts have a more complex flavor profile than Kit Kats. Kit Kats are just chocolate.
If you're really into like shitty sugary fruit.
No.
Oh, this one tastes like a red sugar. This one tastes like purple sugar.
What's your favorite flavor? Blue.
Yeah, exactly. I like the purple. Oh, is it grape? No. Is it plum? No. Is it eggplant? No, it's just sweet.
What would eggplant candy taste like?
I mean, if you're going off emojis, it would taste like dick.
Sure would, buddy.
It's the only time I see eggplants anymore.
Wet dick. It tastes like. It's always a splash of water next to it.
I don't think that's supposed to be water.
Nope. I'll give it to Kit
It's your
Kat.
Dustin juice.
Oh, shut up. Massage me, Dustin. Massage me. So Kit Kats do prevail here.
Yeah, they do.
This is actually a bigger matchup here because these are two kind of like niche candies that are going against each other. Peeps, the standard Easter candy that are actually as versatile as the Cadbury cream egg, as I previously described, go against my favorite of all time, Twizzlers. I'm going to let you know right now, Twizzlers wins for me every fucking time, no matter who they go against. So if you want to fight me on it, you can surely fucking try. But
I can't pick Peeps. That's disgusting, and I do like Twizzlers a lot.
Yeah. Twizzlers for life. Now, I have seen people tell me that there's like there's a Peeps Vodka. Did you see this anywhere?
I have seen it. I've never had it.
Yeah. What would that like? Because Peeps are just
tastes like
marshmallows. Yeah.
Marshmallow and yellow Sweet Tart Chicks because it's just yellow sugar.
It's yellow sugar. What's your favorite What's your favorite flavor? Yellow.
Is that lemon? No.
Nope.
Is it banana? No.
Nope. Is it dick? No, that's eggplant.
No, that's eggplant.
Peeps hurt my teeth real bad.
You're squeezing it too hard if it turns purple like that.
So this is like Dr. Drew now. Like, here's our advice for you: don't squeeze it too hard because it turns purple. So here's actually a really good matchup.
It's a fun game to play and scare your friends.
Yeah, it really is. Hey guys,
Instead of this,
Yeah.
the waist, you just look at the eggplant.
grab all that fucker. So Adam, this is actually a really good matchup here. Starburst jelly beans, which are delicious, going against Sour Patch Kids, which is also delicious. And I'll say this too, Adam. Sour Patch Kids were your number one on the non-chocolate candy list.
And Starburst were on my list too, weren't they?
They were Starbursts,
Right.
but they were number 4 for you.
I'm not a jelly bean fan, but the Starburst jelly beans
Really
are
good.
delicious.
Yes.
They're like the only jelly beans I'll eat. but it's still going to Sour Patch Kids. Sour Patch Kids are so good.
I'm gonna tell you right now, I'm a big Jelly Bean fan.
You see, I'm not. Like, Jelly Bellies can just go take a dirt nap.
Really?
I have no interest in them.
Have you ever had a chili mango jelly
It's
bean?
like ordering pinto beans at Chipotle. Like,
Which I do.
You just don't do black beans all the way.
I get pinto beans. every once in a while.
Well, this is a feud for next week. Black beans for life.
All right. What, we're gonna fight about our Chipotle orders?
Oh, you know what?
Okay,
Fine with that.
I'll fucking fight you on that.
I mean, we can just give them. I don't know if we have anything to battle about.
Not really. I think there's an argument here for the Starburst jelly beans.
Yeah, because Easter might get swept.
I don't think
They're
it's
down 2-0 already.
Yeah, they are down. I'll say this:
Sour Patch Kids, far superior.
Are we talking about Sour Patch Kids OG, or are we talking about all of Sour Patch Kids?
No, I think we just stick with the OG because there's different variations of the jelly beans too.
Okay. Because I was gonna say if we were gonna do variations, because then the other variations of Starburst jelly beans, aside from the OG, are better than the OG ones. Like,
Are they?
Like the smoothie ones?
Oh yeah, those are good. I have
Really
had those.
good, yeah. But if we're going OG versus OG, it is Sour Patch Kids.
Cool.
Unless we're
Yeah, we're definitely going OG.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't get it out into the because then you say, oh well, those are the smoothie Starburst jelly beans, but there's watermelon Sour Patch Kids that'll knock your freaking shoes off. Man.
I do like those a lot. Yeah. So, Adam, we are seeing your number one chocolate candy in Snickers going against your number one Easter candy in Whopper mini eggs.
No,
You vehemently fighted for these.
I just said I like them. Cadbury eggs.
Oops! I think I remember in our episode where you said, "What'd you think about those Whopper mini eggs, though?"
In addition to the Cadbury egg, I also like the Whopper eggs.
Okay.
It's fine. It's fine. It doesn't matter. I'm picking Snickers.
Oops.
We can argue this all day. I'm picking Snickers.
Snickers.
Snickers is like my go-to. That and Reese's. Like,
Yeah. You know, I was almost diabolical enough to swap one thing out and put Reese's cups against Reese's eggs.
That would have.
Because the eggs would win.
I was actually going to say that in the next matchup, but
Yeah.
the eggs would totally.
The eggs
win.
would totally
There's a
win.
greater peanut butter ratio.
Yeah, there is. And
Oh man, I just
you ever make a s'more out of those?
talking about a Reese cup peanut butter ratio into a microphone just made my cholesterol points rise. I'm so freaking fat.
As it should.
Ugh. I grossed myself out, but it's true. Peanut butter ratio is much greater.
Yeah. And I was going to say, you ever make a s'more out of one of those things? Shut
Yes.
it down.
Yes,
Oh.
my 4-year-old niece taught me
Yeah.
that's a thing you can do, and I'm like,
Uncle Adam, look at this. And you're like, oh, shit.
I was like, you will be the president someday.
Buy a pack of these.
You should run for office.
You'd be way better than Rand Paul.
Hey,
So we're taking Snickers here. So, Adam, the showdown we've been waiting for.
it's not a show. I don't.
Reese's Peanut Butter Cups going against number 29 in the actual depth charts, but number 1 in your heart, and actually probably in your heart.
Probably in my heart
Yeah.
at this point. Yeah, I used to.
Cadbury
just a few weeks ago.
creme eggs.
You probably expect a lot of build up and a lot of explanation behind this. It's Reese Cups. And I think seeing that I voted for regular candy over Easter candy just proves that Halloween's better than Easter.
And that's what I was hoping for, baby. Yeah. Because the only zombies I really give a shit about are the ones I see coming to my door for for candy. It's not even close.
So, another thing, go back to Reese's eggs.
Yeah.
And actually, it's like Reese's of any shape are better than the regular ones because they all have more peanut butter.
Yeah.
But I really like the white chocolate ones of the different
Yeah.
shapes.
Yeah, I do.
Yeah.
The white chocolate ghosts at Halloween time.
I dominate bags of those.
Yeah, those are really good.
And I'm not saying like bags, like a pack of 2 or
I'm talking
3.
about the big.
I'm talking about like what you're
Yeah.
supposed to hand out to the children.
Yeah, exactly. And you know what I like to do too? When Sheetz tries to get rid of them all real quick, and they're like, "Oh, these are 25 cents." I'm like, "Give me the box. Don't make eye contact with me. Give me the box. That's all I want from
Here
you
for
right
my
now."
coffee and 3 of those. Get out of my way.
So we are going to take just another quick break real quick before we move into something else, and we'll come right back. Thank you for hanging there for a short break. It is round 3. And I wanted to bring you one of my favorite beers, Adam, because it finally went into cans at one of my favorite spots over at Conny Creek. This is their summer wheat ale. This little bad boy is an American wheat ale with lemon zest, clocking in at 5.25%.
I got myself that time.
Yeah, and Conny Creek is right near where I currently reside, only a few moments away. And Lee's a really skilled brewer. He likes to stick more towards traditional styles. And this is probably one of my favorite beers that he makes. So I want to bring you a little treat.
Great color on it.
Yeah.
Right off the bat.
Plus, I love lemon stuff.
Nice and golden.
Yeah. And if you know what's going on Conny Creek, you search them out on all social media. It's Conny Creek Brewing, and it's on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. For a while there, Lee was doing his What Makes Lee Excited.
Yeah, what happened to those?
They stopped them. I don't know. Those were funny. I really enjoyed them. But what do you think of this beer?
It's good. There's a flavor that I can't put my finger on that I'm getting like right before the lemon.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what it is. It's like a nice sweetness.
Yeah, as I say, it's very.
Might just be from whatever wheat malt he used.
It's possible.
I feel like it's part of that wheat flavor.
I could agree.
And
with
like
that.
I get a good earthy, not earthy, like grassiness.
Yeah, almost. This is gonna sound so stupid because you said that, but like lemongrass is kind of what.
Yeah, it kind of gives off that whole vibe. Or you know what? The flavor I'm getting might be the hop he used. It is kind of a bitter tinge. It's good. It's just not. When you see lemon summer wheat, like
You think like
you think Leinenkugel, sadly, and thank God this doesn't taste like Leinenkugels.
right.
But yeah, it's good. It's really good.
That's why I got this one because I wanted it. I wanted to have a nice lemony summer style beer because we've had some good weather lately, and I wanted to kind of
2 days.
we'll take what we can get. It's like 2 months of gray.
By the time this podcast comes out, it might be snowing.
Probably. So, Adam, we are moving into round 3 here as we sip on this delicious beer from Conny Creek. Thank you again, Lee. And I brought you, Adam, one of your favorite segments, questions from the internet.
Tis one of my favorites.
Yeah, you have a lot of fun with this one. So I go on to Twitter and I find some fun things that people are asking each other and also some questions from our listeners. So thank you. And again, it's decayingwtb@gmail.com if you want to throw your question in here too and see how we pick it apart. So Adam, if you could go back in time, what is one movie you would want to see in theaters?
Oh, I got one. Just because like there was so much hype around it
Yeah.
at the time, I want to see if it all checks out, and to be like have my brain. This is taking like no memories from present day back.
Yeah.
It's like fresh. I'm seeing this thing for the first time ever, and nothing from the future is preceding it or anything.
Yeah.
The Exorcist,
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure.
because it was like, oh, people were fainting and like puking in the aisle.
Yeah, yeah. People,
It's insane. I'd
people
love
are
to be
walking
part of
out and they're going to church.
that. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, that'd be great.
So yeah, Exorcist.
I would go with another movie that made people feel certain kinds of ways when it first came out, and no one knew if it was real or not. That was the other thing about it. They were kind of fighting back and forth. It was the first time pre-internet that people were like really scouring, news and everything to see if something was real. The Blair Witch Project, the very first one.
Yeah, I mean, I guess I didn't see that in theaters, huh?
I didn't either. I saw it on VHS all those years ago.
Yeah.
It was good. I liked.
Yeah, it definitely would have been better with the hype and mystery behind
Yeah.
it. Because by the time I saw it, it was, of course, just a film, and it was just
Right.
like, and I already saw some other found footage that was really
Right.
good. So yeah, I just saw it way too late.
I think what was good for me is that was actually the first found footage film I'd ever seen as a kid, and it changed my perspective on it. I like found footage films. I like to see.
I like good ones.
Well, yeah, I mean, like
So I don't like the majority of them.
they're tough. They're tough to find good ones for sure. But whenever you do get like Grave Encounters is one that I really enjoy.
That one was interesting.
Yeah, Troll Hunter, amazing.
Yeah, that one's pretty good.
Yeah, and
I
then
still haven't said the one I like.
The Resort, I thought was really good.
None of them.
Yeah.
I like Hell House LLC.
Oh yeah, that's a really good. That chick they dressed her up like I had a legitimate nightmare about that. If you
Yeah, it
haven't
was pretty
seen
good.
Hell House, you have to go see that one. And also, the house is October built. I really like that
Never
one.
saw that one.
That was
I've
really
heard
good.
that's good, but I haven't seen it yet.
Oh, the sequels are trash, but the first one's really good.
Same with Hill House.
Yep. As soon as you put CGI into a found footage film, you fucked up.
Yeah, done screwed up. Looking at you, Cloverfield.
Adam, what's the biggest change you think our podcast has had since we started?
I've gotten fatter.
You can't use that one because we both have. So try it again.
What's the biggest change in our podcast? I mean, going to YouTube, I guess. Like, there's not like a deep answer for me on this one. I don't know.
I
I
actually
got fatter. I drink too much. But that all happened before we even started the podcast.
That's why we started the podcast.
Yeah, for an excuse. No, I'm not an alcoholic.
I don't have a problem.
I like to talk about beer.
Look, I got a microphone. It means something, right? I think the biggest thing that changed for us is that people want to come on.
I don't have to schedule days off from drinking.
I don't have to talk about it and take my cleanse pills. Thanks a lot, Dennis guy. Biggest change for me is that people actually want to come on this podcast.
Yeah, I've talked to a couple people, and I've this week actually, I was out at breweries and people were like, "Hey, really liked this episode," and I'm like, "Oh, you listen, watch, whatever you do." So it's like coming up in conversation instead of my beer.
Yeah,
but
it's pretty cool though.
it's okay.
I'm enjoying it. There's a little
Beer season's coming back.
yes.
It'll even out. But yeah, it was really cool to like. Somebody's like, "Oh yeah, your podcast," and I'm like, "Oh, thanks for listening." Yeah.
So thank you. Appreciate that.
I'm glad we haven't offended you with our
We will though because we're heels.
with our hot takes on tea
Yep, we're heels.
and Cadbury eggs
Yep.
and sprees.
The only hate you get about sprees is from me, because I'm going to tell you right now, there's a large contingent of people that message me and say they like sprees, and they side with me, and they don't like you for it.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. I'm sure there's a large contingent.
Yeah. Large. Very.
Do they have to wear Velcro shoes because they don't know how to...
Next
tie
question.
their
Next question. Next question.
They seem a little backwards is all I'm saying.
Well, there we go. Adam, this question, I wanted to see how you react to it.
They like sprees. They gotta be...
Stop. No. No.
They gotta be... I'm just saying, they gotta be like
No.
a little
No.
backwards.
Stop.
Like, they might not like Snickers then. Like, maybe their taste buds are just...
Yeah.
I don't know. It's a weird thing to like.
What,
It's a weird thing to defend. Yes, you can like them, but to be like they're my favorite.
I mean, it's not like I'm
Candy?
trying to defend finger painting in the nude or something. I'm saying I like sprees. It's a candy.
Not like them. You put them in your top
I did.
3, I think.
Yeah, I did. You want to know why? Because they're top 3 worthy.
Cool for you.
I tie my
rest-
shoes.
And the rest of your backwards friends that
Don't call them
still
backwards.
listen to like. Do you like new wave music still? And like,
New Wave's good.
yeah.
I like New Wave. What's wrong with New Wave?
I don't know. I couldn't think of a better thing than you still like disco. I don't know. I lost it. I lost. The plot on that
Anyway.
one. Flock of seagulls. Fuck
Yeah, I like Flock of Seagulls too. Who doesn't?
me. Next question.
Hi, can we be friends?
Don't like sprees. Don't like flock of seagulls. Hot takes. I'm a heel.
Hi, can we be friends?
I think I just turned face saying that. Oh, that's the question.
Yeah, hi, can we be
I was like,
friends?
no, I don't like you.
No, the
Who
question.
sent it? I don't know if I want to be friends with this person.
That's the fuck of it. You have to. Like, hi, can we be friends?
Can I ask you? I want to ask
Nope.
you a question back. Sure. Let me buy you a beer.
See, that's nice
That's
of
the
you.
answer.
Yeah. See, you're not a heel.
My first question is going to be, do you like sprees? And if you say yeah, I'm going to kick the stool out from under you.
Ah, get out of here.
Get out of here, jobber.
Dustin. That's where you want to
Dustin
go.
probably likes sprees. Hi, can we be friends?
Yeah, we can be friends because I'm not a judgmental piece of shit asshole that sits there and takes a piece of everything that you say and tries to use it against you. My name's Adam. Huh.
Which Adam are you talking about?
You!
Doesn't sound like me.
Sure doesn't.
I'm real cool.
Can we be friends? Absolutely. We can be friends until, I don't know, say something I don't like. Then I'm done.
Great.
Yeah. think that's pretty fair.
So you say something I don't like.
Yeah, one thing I don't like, guess what? Gone.
One little bit of pushback.
Yep.
You don't have time for.
You better agree with everything I say.
Well, Dustin's a jobber.
You have longevity. That's the problem with you. That's the problem with your face. You have longevity.
I turned face by saying I hate sprees and I hate I forget what else Flock of Seagulls. Yeah.
Flock of Seagulls.
Stupid haircuts.
Good band.
Stupid
Good band.
haircuts.
Good band. Good band. Adam, where are you likely to run into a large group of stupid people?
The sprees outlet.
There is no Sprees outlet. You are stupid. You're stupid. You're stupid.
I mean, to continue on the turning heel, that was a large group of stupid people at the AEW show.
There was.
There was a lot.
There was a lot.
There's a lot of mouth breathing. A lot of people that didn't know how to wash their hands.
Yeah, you know what, dude?
Yeah.
The bathrooms at the Peterson Event Center, talking to you, Peterson Event Center, small. And that's not an excuse to not wash your hands after you touch your own dick. You should wash your hands. You can't touch your own.
Especially when you look the way you do.
Yeah.
You look like a pro wrestling fan.
You also don't.
Help us all out. And
You didn't wash your dick. So there's no way your hands are clean. So you pee and then you don't wash your hands and you go get a pretzel. You ate your own dick.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
Yeah.
Because I'll tell you this too. By the time, and I asked you this question when we got out of the show. By the end of the first match, end of the last match, I asked you, did you start smelling a faint twinge of asshole?
Yeah, it was all the fucking stupid people.
Because no one knows how to wash their butt. Go and heal.
Get a bidet. Where else can you find a large group of stupid people?
Starbucks.
Yes. I mean, it's more like entitled people.
Yeah, but I group this in with
As a
stupid.
stereotype.
Yeah, well, some stereotypes are true.
I'll tell you where not.
Yeah, Jojitorium.
No, the UK. Because even if I might have had a bland, I didn't have a hot take on their food. I had a bland take on their food. But they're not stupid people.
They aren't. No, they're not. So where do you?
But I'm looking at you, Canada. I don't know. I feel like there's got to be somewhere else. Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Oh, no. No, never mind. I can't say that.
Well, got to know.
I can't say.
Here we go.
All of you people that go to the beer fest at PNC Park.
Splash! And I couldn't agree more.
You can get those beers at any bar.
Anywhere else.
If you're waiting in line for seltzers at a beer festival that are made by White Claw or Bud Light, that's a group of stupid people.
Yeah, I can't agree with. Yep. You know,
You can just go buy those on your way home.
Yeah, you can, and they're cheaper than the ticket you bought.
I imagine you probably have some in your trunk.
Yeah, you probably do.
And you're just that stupid you forgot.
Yeah. Because if you went to PNC for that beer fest, it means you probably go to the Pirates games, which there's my answer. Anyone who goes to Pirate games.
Oh, I have a good time there, though.
Do you?
I don't go for the game, though. I go to
That's different.
hang out
then.
with whoever I'm going with and
Do you? If you
drink a couple $12 beers.
when you're going there and the people are actually trying to watch the game.
Oh, the ones that still keep score.
Yep.
In the book. Ugh. I did that when I was 5.
Man.
There's I've seen adults like pull them off of their kids and like you're doing it
wrong.
Like let the kid do his thing, man.
That's an error. Yeah, I agree with that one. So last question here, Adam. When you hear the word Nickelodeon, what's the first show that comes to your mind?
Wow. It wasn't even my favorite show, but Double Dare instantly popped in my head.
Yeah.
The Gak or the slime.
Yeah, the slime.
It was slime.
Yeah.
Gak was the thing they made that was like their version of Play-Doh.
Yeah, and it smelled really fucking bad. Gak smelled terrible.
I liked the smell of it. It did
You
not
are a
smell.
psychopath.
It wasn't a pleasant smell, but I liked the smell of it. Like how people like to smell gasoline. It was like that.
I was gonna ask you, do you like the smell of your own farts? Because that's
Yeah, absolutely, I do. I put the windows up in the car, and just
do you cup?
hotbox myself.
Do you cup?
No, that's disgusting.
That's disgusting.
That's savage.
That's disgusting. Okay.
I just hotbox myself.
I mean, we've all done that, right? I've hotboxed my family too.
Oh yeah.
Because if I'm driving, I can lock the windows.
But
did
you ever do that and then it was like really bad and you kind of like go, ugh, and then you like look down and your wrap you got from Get-Go's there and you haven't eaten it yet and you're like, well, it kind of smells like it. Shit.
Nope. I've not been there.
Don't ride anywhere with me, folks.
You gotta go to the doctor, dude. You have to go to the doctor now.
I do have an appointment in 2 weeks.
So
we might as well announce it now. This is probably our third to last episode.
Yep. It'll be Decaying with the Boy, and the first episode I'll have on my own is a eulogy for Adam.
Just prop my coffin up over here.
I've had him behind me because if he was in front of me, I'd be terrified. When I hear the word Nickelodeon,
Never been harder. What do you think of when you hear the word Nickelodeon?
You went real dark real quick.
Dead friends?
Now, yeah. No, I think of Hey Dude.
That's a weird one.
Yeah.
Because like the second thing I think of is Pete and Pete. Like if I think like not game show, but man, they had some good game shows like Double Dare, Guts, Legends of the Hidden Temple.
Yeah, Omek.
Old No Neck.
Yeah, I love that show.
I did not like the host of that show.
No, I didn't.
I don't even remember his name for some reason.
I can't either.
Yeah, but it was not.
Wasn't Mark Summers?
Exactly.
Yeah, for sure.
Who was the?
Ms. Summers is who you're thinking of for.
Yeah, and she did. Was it Figure It Out?
Yep, Figure It Out.
She was the nicest lady. I just wanted to give her a hug.
And Danny Tamborelli was always a guest on that.
Yes,
Him and
he was the Pete that looked like me.
Yeah,
short and
yeah,
fat. Yeah.
And then what was the name of the remember All That?
Oh yeah,
Like the what was the female's name?
Lori Beth Denberg for
That's
the win.
it. Yeah, because she was always in that shit too.
Hilarious.
I loved her. She had great stand up too for a while there.
I'll have to look that up.
Yeah. So Adam, what's on tap? Man, well, we already said where we could find
we
us.
ran the dates down, but yeah, we got Best Brunch Ever, June 14th is the first one coming up, and then 2 weeks later, not June 14th, May 14th. Best Brunch Ever out at Hop Farm, and then 2 weeks later, June 4th, Brews and Bruises. Yeah. So come check us out at those places. We don't really have much on. We have a little bit of hazy left down here in the Jojitorium. I can bottle that up for to go if anybody wants some. And then we just have a little bit for service down here of the Dark Roots stout.
Cool. So if you know what's going with Adam down here in the Brew Lab, it's at @bash_brew on all social media. That's Facebook and Instagram and sometimes on Twitter. He's also on Untapped. Please check out the Bash Brew Beer Fest tour dates for 2022. Just to make sure you can catch us face to face and talk shit about why I don't like Cadbury cream eggs and why Adam is trying to equate everything to eggplants. And if you want us going with the boys down here, we are at Decaying WTB on all social medias, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. We do have a Gmail account, decayingwtb@gmail.com. We have a Redbubble where dad hats are always $19.52. Don't forget we're on live stream for A Cure, where you can check us out exclusively May 20th from 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Or you can watch the whole damn thing from May 19th to May 21st. And, thank you for your support. You love us, you hate us. We love you and hate you back. So wherever you are here listening to us talk about this bullshit, until next time, cheers.
Cheers. Share your hate. Spread your hate.
Let it flow through you.
I like hateful questions as much as I like the fun ones.
Me too.
Yeah. Oh, and I already opened it. Motherfucker, you gotta crack yours.
See, this is why we work really well together.
No, I'm an idiot. This isn't an explanation on anything.
No. This is why we work well together, because you supply things.
I'm your Dustin Rhodes.
He's not a jobber. He's not a jobber. He's not a jobber. He's not a jobber. Dustin Rhodes isn't a jobber. Say it into the fucking camera. Say it into the camera.
Dustin Rhodes is one of the best jobbers of all time.
Son of a bitch!